Hello there everyone! So welcome to me playing some weaker characters or weaker builds. And we are on a completely new update here. This is when Zacian has come out, and Zacian is a pretty big menace right now. So, I don't know, what do we play? What's something that's not super strong right now? Scizor? Yeah, we'll go for Scizor. Or Scyther. I don't know. We'll play bottom. I don't know if my build has been updated yet here. We'll leave it. There's the build. Oh, and then I can't show you my page. Okay, so Zacian has come out, like I said, and Zacian is a pretty scary Pokemon, especially with Comfey, which we are facing. Those two pretty much dominate the meta, along with Trevenant and Mew, who are also very strong and very scary. Luckily, we don't see any of those right here. Hopefully, all of those do get weaker sometime soon, because they are pretty unfun to play against if you see all 4 of those. Plus, maybe a couple other, sneaky Pokemon. But right now, Scyther and Scizor are actually both pretty weak. They were strong, like, maybe a couple months ago, but they got much weaker and just sort of fell out of favor. Because I think Urshifu then got stronger, and now you have Zacian, so there's just really no reason to play any other really physical attacker, I guess. Unless you're playing Zacian right now, so that leads to a lot of characters just being weaker than they really should be. Because I think a lot of the characters are really better, and that's, obviously what this series is here for, is just showing maybe some of these characters are just a bit better. I know he's here. There we go. Yeah, that's sad. So, Scyther early game is not the strongest, especially outside of the jungle. It's very good at damage, but obviously the extra pressure from the Zeraora that came from it hurts quite a bit. Ooh, I do steal that, though. I can't help you too much. Yeah. This is just a terrible lane to play against. This is Comfey Dodrio with a Zeraora who's just sitting here camping us. Yeah, this is... don't expect the early game to be that well. Luckily, Scyther here doesn't need to really worry about the early game too much, because it actually does get passive experience, even though it is unevolved, because, Scyther actually is technically a playable character in the game. I'm going to go Scizor, just, more sustainability, and, this is a pretty big dive composition, I guess. So, more sustainability, I think, could be pretty useful instead of just, being a weaker dive character, because, like I said, Scyther is currently much weaker at the moment. So, yeah. Like I said, unfortunately, though, early game won't be our strong suit, especially in this particular matchup. Yeah, because we're just having the fun of Zeraora, Comfey, Dodrio, all just sitting on top of our lane here. So, yeah, but, we're past that point. We're now at our safer experience, and we can actually get a bit. So, Scyther, you go Bullet Punch. You have to go Bullet Punch if you want Scyther. Bullet Punch is a very good move. Very good move. Not obviously against Comfey, Zeraora, Dodrio, this fun, not really team I am playing against. I think we go Sword Stance. Sword Stance did get worse a while ago, but, I think it's still maybe better than Double Hit. I'm not sure on that, though. And at least Topside's going better, because they didn't have to deal with Zeraora, Comfey, Dodrio. got that. That was a bit lucky that, you know, I was able to get that because the Slowbro was right there ready to steal it. Oh, and also Dojo gives a save free defeat there. So now at least since we have some experience, we should be doing a bit better. But a big part of Scizor is just sort of like, it's very sustainable. It heals itself a bunch. It does good damage. It is also good dive Pokemon. Like, look at that. There's a special, you know. I just go in, combo, keep punching. Bullet Punch is a super short cooldown, combined with Swords Dance and the extra damage, and you just have a moment like that, to where you just sort of, you know, run at the enemy, and just don't die. This is why we're going Scizor instead of Scyther, because if that was Scyther, you're squishier, and you don't really heal yourself as much, and you have to rely on more of assassination kills rather than just punching things and just surviving longer. And also, Scizor could be a very hard Pokemon to take out sometimes. Like, if you're given a good enemy team composition that just doesn't deal enough damage to Scizor, or spreads their damage too much, like, Scizor could sort of just win, you know, 1v5. Like, as you saw there, like, I just sort of ran at them and did well. Now, to be fair, I did have the amazing back of my team, which they did great as well. But, yeah. So, definitely makes it a lot easier, a lot nicer. And a few details on Swords Dance, actually. So, Swords Dance is a boost to your attack damage, and also it's a bit of a dash. And if you charge up the little meter on the bottom, which comes from any of your hits, you will actually send out a pretty strong final hit. It does more damage. I have to leave there also. I'm not going to risk fighting that. I think I would rather help the Gengar here, and we'll just quickly take that. There you go. No, I can't help. I'm going to die instead. Maybe I'll die. But as you can see, like, they just can't beat me super fast. I can sort of just run away somewhat. Now, obviously, I was nowhere near any safety there, so I couldn't fully run away and actually get away with it, but Scizor does just have a bunch of mobility and can just be super tanky, consistent character, and I think my build also is like a mix of tankiness and also damage, so I do a bit more damage, I have a bit more survivability, which are just, you know, the two main things of the character. So, I can't die further. I'll bet if Scizor doesn't run away, I might be able to. Did he get canceled? Or did he die before his special could get him out? Because Scizor, I heard the sound of him using it, but he just didn't release it. Good, we get that. This is a very good team. Just playing very well together. And we have the Regieleki pushing in. I'm going to wait around here. Never mind, the game wants me to jump the other way. That is one thing I do notice with Scizor. Like, specifically me, I don't know if anyone else sees this. Whenever I use Swords Dance, it always likes to flick the other way. And it's specifically Swords Dance on Scizor. Every other Pokemon, like, you see it occasionally, but for me, I always get it on Scizor. I'm also getting Go up here because I think the Scizor might be coming to score, maybe. It's not here. Oh, there's a Cinderace. Always check your shrub. Always check your shrub, because you never know who's going to be hiding there. I'm going to go down and I think help my team. Also, I just realized that's Cinderace used the direct button there. That's good. He doesn't have that for the fight later on. Oh, and this is also dead Scizor, maybe? Ooh, this is a fight. This is... look at that. Just super consistent, sustainable damage. You have the Fable healing on top. And there you go. Pikachu also used special. That was a great fight. But I don't know if we take this fast enough. I'll help. We have Zeraora here. We just prevent him from getting in. Good. Gengar got it. I wasn't sure if Gengar would be able to do it fully alone. Let me score. Oh, I couldn't get my score. Okay. Next attack. And I'll just punch while Pikachu scores. Like, just look at the damage you're doing here, you know? Like, this is just you Swords Dance, you know? You just punch things. That's all you do as this character. It's so hard for an enemy to beat you, especially with a decent team. And then you have the Fable healing on top, you have Pikachu's stun. And it's just so hard to deal with this. Oh no, they aren't going to let me get my score. Thank you, please. Ah, oh, no! They surrendered before I could get my score. Oh well. So hopefully you enjoyed that. That was a pretty fun match. Team was great, like I said. Everyone's getting a good job there, because that was just fun. And yeah, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for watching. I will show you the results once they actually load here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and then we also have the blue name thing. I don't know if that's an actual glitch or what, but yeah, I've actually never seen that before. We have the blue name right here. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, no, just 80,000 damage. Obviously I did something there. That was really decent. Zeraora was also great, though. This guy was amazing. Yeah, overall, a good match. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you, and goodbye.